Hey guys, Cell here, and welcome back to some more Nikke. Now, I got Nero to bond 10, so I figured, you know what, today let's do her story.
執事どこ行ったにゃん仮ごっこしようにゃん
And that is exactly what she says. After getting to bond 10, she no longer says, "It's nice being alone." She asks where we go. Alright. Now, I will say this. Apparently, right here. Like, I arguably don't want to record right now. Mainly because I'm gonna need to literally, yeah. Like, we get it. You're gonna be going down for maintenance for like 30 minutes. And why are they going down for maintenance? Because apparently the campaign is bugged out to where you can't actually do anything with it. They can get, I think, somewhere into like chapter 2, and then all of a sudden, you know, it just stops working. Alright, Nero doesn't like water. Figured, hey, if we wanted to get to know more about Nero, this is the best way to do it. Seeing as how I can't actually go and do the events until hard mode unlocks, so I can unlock the epilogue. I finally wrapped up my most urgent tasks. Now I have to freshen up real quick and tend to the other work that's piled up in the meantime. There does, however, appear to be a tail peeking out from under my desk. What do we have here? The tail wags back and forth frenetically. It's hard to say why, but it appears to be irritated by somehow. Identify yourself. Come out now. Who is that under there? Well... What? I crouch down and look under the desk to find Nero cuddled up in a ball. Nero, what are you doing down there?
Scoops, can you help me? I'm in big trouble.
What is it?
I might not be able to work at the shelter anymore. Since we're responsible for taking care of all the animals in the Ark, we have to be able to respond properly to emergencies. Every year, they test us on this, and the test is different each year. I've always passed with flying colors, until now. I don't think I'll ever be able to pass this year's test. It's impossible.
What's so difficult about it?
It has to do with water.
So what?
I hate water. I despise rainy days. I loathe pools. And nothing is more unappealing to me than swimming.
You really do hate everything that has to do with water. Hold up. Do you even hate drinking water? Do you even hate drinking water?
Correct. I'm not the biggest fan of drinking water either. 1 sip a day is plenty enough for me.
That can't be good for your health.
I'm a Nikke, so it's fine.
I'm jealous.
Anyways, I'd like your help in order to pass this test. I want to continue spending time with the cats in the shelter.
How many days do we have until the test?
5 days.
Are you sure that's enough time?
If it's you, it's more than enough time.
It oddly feels like our roles have reversed. I'll do my best.
As will I. We can do this.
What exactly do you do with the water for the test? Is it like evading water jets or something along those lines?
I'm not sure about the exact details myself. They only told us a general theme. They'll tell us everything else on the day of the test.
Brutal.
Well, it could be as you said, and be about dodging streams of water. We could be asked to take a plunge in the water. It could be using water for something.
Sounds awfully broad.
That's why I'm so nervous. I'd do anything to be able to do this on my own. But no matter how you slice it, water and I just don't get along.
Were you hiding under the desk in order to get as far away from the water as possible?
Yeah.
You really don't like water.
Scoops, do you think I can ever pass this test?
We'll try our best. Just have faith in me.
Well,
Before we get started with trading, though, can you wait here for a moment? I just got back from an assignment and I need to wash up real quick. It'll only be a couple minutes.
okay.
A hot shower, just what the doctor ordered. I can feel my fatigue melting away. What should I do to help Nero pass the test? The first order of business should be somehow getting her on better terms with water, rather than proceed recklessly.
Oops.
What are you doing, Nero? Did you just drop something?
Okay. Scoops, you didn't drown, did you? Coming.
She's worried that we drowned in shower water. She's coming. Are you kidding me? Nero's that worried about us because of water. Oh boy. I also love the fact she calls us Scoops. I rushed out of the shower after hearing Nero's desperate shouts. What is it? Everything in the commander's room is just as I left it.
Are you okay? I thought you were in trouble.
I just told you I was going to take a shower.
Yeah, but you took so long that I was worried.
What do you mean? Did I say a few minutes? I was only in there for like 5 minutes. Training for this test is going to be rough.
A pool?
That's right. We need to get you on better terms with water. Have you ever been to a pool?
Never.
Nero's tail starts flickering back and forth in agitation.
Scoops, I don't feel so good. I feel like the water is going to swallow me up.
The fur on her tail spikes up. Nero's tail acts as a barometer for her emotions. One look and I know how she's feeling. Nevertheless, if you want to pass that test, you've got to become more familiar with water.
Well, what do I do first?
First, let's walk around the pool. That doesn't sound too bad, does it?
Well,
Nero and I slowly start to saunter around the pool. Nero's eyes dart back and forth, and her trepidation is palpable as she slowly tiptoes around the pool's perimeter. Would you like me to hold your hand? Do you want to hold on to my arm?
actually, if it's okay with you, I'd much prefer to hold your hand. I think that might be better for calming me down.
I mean, holding my arm means that you definitely won't fall in. You could accidentally let go of my hand and fall in, but my arm, you definitely wouldn't. Nero grabs my hand.
I had to say, I'm a lot calmer with you here.
I'm glad to hear that. Let's keep this up until you get more comfortable.
Well,
Oh, Jesus Christ. We perambulate around the pool countless times and eventually, Nero begins to become more comfortable. She might actually get used to the water faster than I thought. I think it may be time to move on to the next stage. I sit at the edge of the pool and dip my feet in the water. Do you want to join me? Nero's tail flicks to and fro faster than ever. It doesn't seem she's up for soaking her feet just yet. What could I do to help her overcome this situation? If you do it, I'll give you 10 treats as a reward. If you do it, I'll give you some catnip. I should have known that wouldn't work.
Really?
I wouldn't lie to you. Bit by bit, Nero slowly inches her way to where I am sitting. She's just about to put her feet in when... Did Biscuit show up and jump in the pool? Someone else jumps into the pool, sprinkling us with water.
Gah.
Beside herself, Nero frantically scurries towards the corner of the pool.
No, no, no.
Give Nero a hug. I take Nero in my arms and gently pat her on the back. Are you feeling better?
Yeah.
Just take deep breaths. Inhale, like this. One more time. Good. From now on, if you're ever in a stressful situation, just take a few deep breaths.
Okay. I want to get out of here. Can we be done for the day?
Okay, we'll end things here for now.
Really? We can?
I gently stroke Nero's hair.
Well, you're sweet.
I continue to scratch Nero on the head until she is fully calmed down. Nero hates water more than I thought was possible. If this keeps up, she won't be nearly comfortable enough with water by the time the test day comes and she'll fail. This whole get her acquainted with water ship has sailed. I need to come up with another tactic. Just then, a cup of water on the table catches my eye. I have a eureka moment. What, have her put her finger in the cup of water? She can't drown in a cup of water.
What is all this?
I've constructed a small training ground for Nero's test. It's a training ground.
For what?
We'll start with a small cup of water, move on to a squirt gun, and end with the pool. If you want to train properly, there's nothing better than the real thing. Rather than trying to get acclimated to water, it might be better to do some actual tests involving water. If we subject you to enough of these tests, your body will get used to it. When in a controlled environment, at the very least, you won't accidentally get splashed with water or anything like that. We'll start off small. I've stuck a long strip of white tape on the ground and placed a cup filled with water on my head. The first test is to put a cup full of water on your head and walk. Take it one step at a time like this and all the way to the end of the white line.
What if the water spills on my head?
You've got to move slowly in order to prevent just that.
You think I don't know that?
Nero stares grimly at the cup atop my head. If you want to keep working at the shelter, you've got to get past this phobia.
You're right. I can't run from this forever. If I do, I'll fail the test for sure. Fine, I'll give it a try.
Nero places the cup of water on her head.
Oh.
After a deep breath, she starts walking along the white line. The water in the cup begins to wobble back and forth. Nero closes her eyes and stops. Her shoulders begin to tremor slightly. Think of the cats. Think of all of them waiting there for you. They can't survive without you. You're like a mother to them. If you're not there, they'll be devastated. My words appear to have an effect. As Nero once again starts walking slowly along the white line.
Yes.
Without spilling a single drop of water, Nero makes it to the finish line.
Scoops, I don't even remember how I got here. It felt like I was in a waking dream the entire time.
That's because you were able to access your inner strength. The training seems to be back on the upswing. Since you passed the first segment, let's move on to the next.
Well, what's the second segment?
Evading the squirt gun.
Come again.
I point the squirt gun at Nero. I'll be shooting water at you for 5 consecutive minutes. Starting now.
But wait a second.
Do. I fire off a relentless volley of water at Nero.
No.
Nero turns pale as a sheet and runs away from me as fast as she can.
You call this training? More like torture. Whatever happened to taking it slow?
You're too slow. Pick up the pace, cadets.
Since when did you become a military instructor?
Faster. Think about the cats in the shelter.
Oh,
Why do you want to pass this test? Tell me, why do you want to pass this test? If you don't answer, I'm taking out another squirt gun.
because I want to be near the cats.
I can't hear you. Speak up.
I had to be near the cats.
Then let that word be a mantra while you dodge.
Cats. Cats.
This method is working like gangbusters. Hours later, Nero and I repeat the first and second segments multiple times until Nero has aced them.
I think I need to go to the hospital.
Looks like she's dehydrated. I give her a few sips of water. How does the water taste?
I'm in hell.
Nero closes her eyes again. Despite her trepidation, I'm confident that this new method is working. Far better than the previous concept of slowly acclimating her to the water. It's time that we move on to the final stage.
You're asking me to walk on water?
Correct, this is the final test.
Scoops, are you sure you're feeling alright? I think you may have a screw loose. You're not like yourself.
I mean, my screw was loose the moment I saw you become a banner unit. Cause then I spent everything for your 9 lives, literally. Oh boy.
You're like a totally different person now.
That's because you asked for my help. I did it for you.
Well, okay, that actually did sound like something you'd normally say. Fine, how exactly do I go about this?
I bring Nero in front of the pool. Do you see that pool running across the pool? That pole running across the pool.
You mean that the one at Super Nero?
Yes, you gotta walk on the pole.
Don't tell me you're asking me to walk on that. I'll do anything you ask me, but not this.
Oh, you heard her. She'll do anything we'd want her to do. Huh.
One tiny mistake and I'll fall straight into water.
It'll be fine. Her sense of balance is top notch. The actual test is right around the corner. And you don't even know what it'll consist of.
Oh,
Nero takes a deep breath and steps up on the pole. Her legs are visibly shaking. That's the last step, so take it home. The end is in sight. Nero stretches both her arms out and starts taking one step at a time. I knew her balance was impeccable. Keep your focus.
Wow.
After hearing my shout of encouragement, Nero regains her balance.
Phew.
Nero slowly maneuvers her way across the pole, her eyes barely open. After what to her must feel like an eternity, there is just one more step until she's at the other end.
Finally, I made it. One more step.
Uh-oh. She fell in! With just one step to go, Nero slips and falls into the water.
Help.
Nero goes ghostly white and begins to panic as she struggles in water.
Scoops, save me. I'm drowning.
Just stay calm.
Help. Scoops.
She isn't even registering what I'm saying. I've got to get into the pool and calm her down.
Oh.
Hug Nero. Nero, do you remember what I told you to do before in situations like this? Right, that's it. One more time.
Thank you. You saved me. If it weren't for you, I would have drowned.
We're in the shallow end.
Huh?
After coming to her senses, Nero stands up in the pool.
It doesn't even come up to my knees. No wonder I felt my butt hitting up against something the entire time.
Nero and I stare at each other, each of us thoroughly drenched. Be that as it may, it doesn't feel too bad now that you're in the water, does it?
I wouldn't go that far. I can't like something I've hated all my life. I still don't like the water.
But why do you hate the water this much? Is there a reason?
We first met in the alleyway. Wow, your eyes are two different colors. So pretty. I wish I was that pretty. We want to be friends. It was the first time that someone had approached me first. Just like that, we became friends. Are you alone too?
The boy kitty didn't have any families or friends.
I'm starving. Well, you're hungry too. I'll check to see if there's anything to eat. Is it good? Is that for me? We depended on each other. We spent every day together. One day it was torrential downpouring. The rain poured down in sheets. Are you cold? I can hold you if you want. I don't know how many hours passed. Kitty. How come you're not moving? Hey, open your eyes. The rain had stopped some time ago. Cat's body was cold as ice and there was no movement. That was my last day with her. I'm sorry. You must have been so cold. Oh. Sorry. I'm so sorry. It's because it's cold.
I don't understand.
Water is too cold.
Water can also be warm.
Yes, but even the hottest water eventually turns cold. That's why I detest anything that has to do with water. But I will enjoy it. Because I had to take care of the cats. I will protect him for all my days.
I'm sure you will.
I'm getting cold standing in the pool. Can we warm up first before we continue with the rest of the training?
Okay. We continued our training in this fashion for the next few days. Several days later, it was time to take the test. The big day had finally arrived. A plethora of testing equipment related to water stood in front of the shelter. This looks more involved than I expected it to.
Because the test needs to be accurate.
How are you feeling?
Good.
Good. Next contestant, Nero. Prepare for your test. Even I feel a little nervous. Nero. You want a hug? I spread my arms open.
Not now. If I hug you now, I might lose focus. We can hug when the test is done.
You're right, you've got to focus solely on your test now. Don't forget that.
I'll. Time to go.
Nero moves to the test area and warms up. A short melody sounds to signal the start of the test.
This test is evading water balloons.
Hey, what do you know, evading water? We had to evade water with squirt guns.
If you get hit 5 times, you fail the test.
This is similar to what we did with the squirt gun. I just hope Nero hasn't forgotten her training.
Yeah.
Nero rushes forth and starts to evade the water balloons with ease.
Huh?
She's doing well if she keeps this up. Uh-oh. Much to my surprise, Nero takes a direct hit from one of the water balloons. She freezes. Uh-oh. That's 3. It seems that Nero is panicking, her eyes are clenched shut, and she isn't moving an inch. If she gets hit 2 more times, she'll fail the test. Nero, think of the cats!
The cats? I'll.
Nero regains her focus and starts evading the water balloons once again. After a while. End of the test. Nero and I both collapse to the ground as soon as we hear the buzzer. Calculating. Nero. Test passed. She did it!
I did it.
Nero covers her mouth in disbelief.
Scoops.
She rushes over to me and gives me a tight embrace. Hey, the smile makes all those 9-10 shots worth it. You did well. I stroked Nero's head.
Thanks. If it weren't for you, I would have choked out there big time. I couldn't have protected the cats. I can't thank you enough.
Don't sell yourself short. You did a hell of a job out there.
Fine. Let's just say we both did well then. Alright, I'm going to grant you one wish. What do you want?
I feel like teasing her a bit. Let's have a bath together. Let's go to the pool for a date. I mean, okay, look. Do we want to go for a pool date or do we want to do this Nikke style? Let's have a bath together. I honestly want to go for the Nikke style. Let's have a bath together.
But Beth, it hasn't been that long since I was washed. Isn't there something else?
I'm just joking. Nero's tail phonetically wags to and fro. Sorry.
I'll let it slide just this once.
Nero claps her hands around my neck and starts licking my hair. What?
Instead of granting you a wish, I'll groom you whenever you want as a sign of affection.
Oh my. And with that, Nero manages to complete her test successfully. After the test, the cat shelter. Nero lies down on the grass. Cats start gathering near her.
You're concerned about me. Don't worry. I'll never abandon you all, no matter what happens. It doesn't matter what the next test is. Or the one after that. I'll do whatever I can in order to be with you guys.
Nero affectionately pets the several sleeping cats that curl up next to her. And that is the end of her Bond story, which I will say... Yep, the big day has arrived. Alright. Again, I love Nero. She's great. Now again, spending 10 shots hurt me physically and emotionally. But either way, I did her Bond. But at the same time, I think her Bond yeah, no. I'm not showing this until after I do the event. Only because of a certain little thing that she was talking about with that cat. I'm pretty sure that cat is part of the event. So essentially, I think I just spoiled myself for what happens in the event. A little bit. I don't know the full story of what happens. But I think I now know the end result. Which, I'll just say this, means that the event is definitely going to be, probably ending on a depressing note like some other events have. So yeah, in terms of Nero's Bond, thank you guys so much for watching. Me, essentially, I get spoiled myself for what is going to be happening in the event, kind of. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one, which will probably be another Bond event.
誰かが執事をいじめたら懲らしめてやるにゃ。
I wish I would have thought about it, that it could have been one. But hey, it's a Bond event. I didn't figure that, you know, it was going to have anything to actually reference, you know, the event besides the fact that she's, you know, working with cats. I figured that she'd be the same as Biscuit and she'd have a bunch of cats with her, which she does. I didn't figure she'd mention something that happens in the event. So that's on me for not thinking about that. So yeah, either way. Till then, I will see you guys on whatever Bond story we do next. So until then, I will see you guys later.